said, "I'll marry you," it was like a bad time because she was basically on trial. And that particular day, she was very upset. And she was saying things like, nobody's going to be there for me. Nobody's going to support me. I'm going to lose the case. And I was trying to assure her, like, yo, you're going to win the case. You're not going to blow trial. I didn't think she was going to lose the case because the stories were so inconsistent. And the case to me was both case. And she just kept shooting me down. So I was like, I'll marry you. And she flipped on me. And honestly, I don't think it was the reason for her flipping on me was what she said. The reason why I think she flipped on me was because I took it and I felt like she's been lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times, and just not being faithful or loyal to their lady. And I felt like she looked at it like, you're full of like, you're not gonna marry me, you're not gonna be there for me. And that's why she lashed out. That was the only rational reason I could think in my head, like, why did I just get flipped on?
Remy Ma just did the unthinkable. After receiving a private tape that Papoose meant to send to Claressa, she didn't stay quiet. She leaked it, and the whole internet is burning. This wasn't just a mistake, it was a betrayal, and now the whole truth is crashing down. It all started with one video. One message that was never supposed to land in the hands of the woman Papoose once promised the world to. The tape came through late at night. Sources say it was a 47-second video Papoose meant to send privately to Claressa, but somehow it landed in Remy's inbox. No subject line, no explanation, just a clip. And within seconds of watching it, Remy knew. There was no denying the truth anymore. The footage showed Papoose and Claressa in a moment that was far too intimate for friends. Some say it looked like a romantic getaway. Others say the tone of Papoose's voice in the video didn't sound new. It sounded practiced, familiar, like this wasn't their first time. Remy didn't say anything. She didn't reply. She just stared at the screen. Then, hours later, she used a burner Twitter account and posted it anonymously. The clip started spreading like wildfire, and in minutes, people were already breaking it down frame by frame. Papoose called her over and over again, but she blocked his number. The damage was done. This wasn't just a random scandal. This was the destruction of a love story the world had watched grow for over a decade. Rewind back to the early 2000s, Remy and Papoose were the definition of ride or die. She went to prison and he stayed. He raised their family, held down their household, and waited years just to see her walk free again. Their wedding, their public appearances, their shared music. It all screamed loyalty. But things started to feel different this past year. Papoose was traveling more, posting vague captions and ducking out of family events. And then came Claressa. She started popping up everywhere. In gym videos with Papoose, sitting in the background at. But underneath all the chaos, there's something heavier. Something deeper. It's not just about a leaked video or public embarrassment. It's about betrayal from the one person you trusted most. Remy built a life with Papoose. A family. A legacy. She stood by him when he had nothing. And now, after all that, he sends a love message to another woman? How do you come back from that? Even if he apologizes, even if he begs, how do you rebuild something after it's shattered in front of the entire world? Fans are saying this isn't just about gossip. It's about heartbreak. It's about watching the last standing symbol of loyalty fall. And even if Claressa ends up being the new chapter in his life, she'll always be seen as the woman who broke apart a legacy. This wasn't just a private moment, it became public heartbreak. Do you think Remy was wrong for leaking the tape? Or did Papoose finally get what he deserved? Let it out in the comments, we're reading everything. If this story blew your mind like it did ours, hit that like and subscribe because something tells me this.
Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Like Geechee went crazy. The whole, can we even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Cool.
Yes.
His third was the blogs for the past few months.
The blog, okay.
That's what it sounded like to you.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle of turns, say something to bleed, say something to smack, like so I'm used to it. It's like it's to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds, but
Right.
War is far from over. After the tape landed in Remy's inbox, there was a moment of complete silence. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She didn't even blink. She just stared at her phone screen, stunned, paralyzed by what she saw. In that moment, all the rumors she had tried to push out of her mind suddenly came crashing down on her. The trust she had held onto, the bond she had fought for, and the years of loyalty she had poured into her marriage, they all felt like they meant nothing. And what made it worse wasn't just the act itself, but the way it came to her, by mistake. Like she was never supposed to know. Like she was a fool living in the dark while the man she once considered her protector gave his heart, and now his body, to another woman. That betrayal cut deeper than anything she had ever experienced. It wasn't just infidelity. It was disrespect. It was humiliation. And it was war. At first, she tried to handle it privately. She paced back and forth in her house, her hands shaking, phone in one hand, broken heart in the other. She thought about confronting Papoose quietly. She thought about just walking away. But then she looked at her reflection in the mirror, and all she saw was rage. Not sadness, not confusion, just pure burning fury. How dare he embarrass her like this? How dare he film something so intimate and send it to her by accident like she was just another contact in his phone? All the loyalty she had shown him over the years, all the time she defended him when people doubted his intentions, none of it mattered now. Her pride was shattered. And when Remy Ma's pride is broken, something dangerous wakes up inside her. The next morning, that same tape made its way to a blog's inbox. An anonymous source. No name. No warning. Just a short message. Ask Papoose and Claressa about this. The blog didn't hesitate. Within hours, the clip was online. Edited. Censored. But the voices were recognizable. The chemistry undeniable. And the betrayal painfully obvious. Fans were shocked. Supporters were confused. And the internet exploded. Remy hadn't said a word publicly, but her silence was louder than any statement. People already knew who leaked it. The woman who had built an empire with Papoose. The woman who had stood by him through prison, career struggles, and industry shade. The woman who now felt like a joke in her own love story. Papoose didn't see it coming. He had no idea the mistake he made until his phone started blowing up. Missed calls, texts, notifications piling up like bricks on his chest. His heart dropped when he saw the headline. He watched the clip leak in real time, like his world was falling apart and he couldn't stop it. Claressa, too, was blindsided. She had been careful, discreet. She never wanted things to come out this way. Now her name was trending for all the wrong reasons. Accused of being the other woman. The hoe. The streets were talking. Barbershops, Twitter threads, YouTube comment sections. Everyone had...
Just tell him stop spewing the business. Right? Spelled out to the hip, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Yeah, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for Black Love. Come on, y'all. You think they saw him to still have to go through stages? Every interview, keep showing admiration and tell the world they think you're one of the greatest. Right? They held you down and put them in 6 years.
had something to say. Some fans supported Remy, praising her for leaking the tape and exposing the truth. Others felt like she had gone too far, that she could have handled things behind closed doors. But one thing was clear. Nobody saw this coming. Papoose, who had always been the symbol of black love, now looked like every other cheating man who couldn't keep his vows. Claressa, once respected for her strength in the boxing ring, was now dodging blows from a different kind of opponent, the internet. And Remy? She didn't care about the backlash. She had already lost the man. She wasn't about to lose her dignity too. And while the public feasted on the drama,